of it. We saw the almost every 1v9, and we saw the Kali in that situation not have been in consideration, because honestly, I don't think Showmaker had the best form. I think it's a player that has effectively been one of, if not the best mid in the LCK years. But the Akali pick isn't working out great. I think it's an extremely high execution pick, and picking it to Cannon and Victor and Tom Kench is asking for trouble. And even with the angles he found a bunch of times, I feel like the pick provided little to nothing here. And without that Ezreal, and without that great macro call by the end of T1, like, it still could have been a dumb 1 win, right? Like, that's the crazy part, and that's why this game was so cool, because it had so much to offer.
And there were even moments in that game where you and I were watching, we're like, oh, this is not the right idea. Damwon, you should not be fighting here. There were a couple of forced fights where they were fighting over Cloud Drakes, where it wasn't even sole point, like especially the first one, and we were just like, just wait until Ezreal gets online, just wait until you have split pushing power, just wait, it doesn't matter. And yet they were fighting, it seemed like they were just a little bit impatient with their comp, and they still almost won.
Yeah, I think that's the key thing, is that this is still very much a Damwon in flux, right? It's a Damwon that's developing, but T1, they aren't developing. Like, those calls, loved it. Like, the presence of mind, and just saying, no, we don't need that, we don't care.
Yeah, and really interesting stuff for sure. T1 still on their win streak here after this win. We do have the first highlight. Let's get into that as we can see this team fight.
This is such a pivotal mistake here for